hot,
love
guys.
it.
Oh my
I
god.
know, it's so hot.
I know. It's a hot day today. I'm glad.
I need you to hit the record button.
I already hit it. I
he's
told you I
recording.
did.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
I know.
Jesus.
Better be
I'm sorry.
Your
Sorry.
hair
I'm
is
like-
covering your eyes.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was,
Yeah.
and in turn covering my ears, apparently.
You guys see her little here,
baby.
her little scratch.
Oh, pobrecita nena.
He's fine.
Ay,
Oh.
Talia.
Talia, what's your name? Tell me your full name. No?
No.
Uh-oh. We got an issue.
She said, Oh, baby.
What a cutie.
I know. So is yours. Oh, my God.
Yeah, mine is cute. I love my baby.
How did a beautiful chunker come out of your tan self? She's so white.
I know, she's very white.
So white. I was impressed.
Because Andy's genes are not strong enough.
No, I am the lightest one of my family, so I'm like, I have the weak blood. Yeah. Anyways,
this episode is Coronaville.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
So, saludos, gorditas.
Hola, bonitas.
Que la que hay.
There you go. Oh, I have this.
Oh, that looks like it. That's so beautiful.
Wait a minute. Did you sanitize that cup?
No.
You need to start using your Save the Turtle straws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. But I was out and I've had this for like 5 hours now, so.
Yeah, that looks watered down.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. Yeah. It looks beautiful.
Yes. I'm very glad there's not like the nearest coffee place is not a Starbucks, it's a Dunkin' Donuts. So now I have to go to Dunkin' Donuts, and it is so much cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper.
Oh my God.
It's like half the price. I'm so glad there's a Dunkin' Donuts up the street.
And I like Dunkin' Donuts too.
Yeah.
I love Dunkin'.
Yeah. And I had their like egg and cheese English muffin, and it is like twice the size of what I would get at like McDonald's or something.
Yender wanted to mention that he's selling hand sanitizers for $100.
Oh my gosh. Did he hoard hand sanitizer?
No, but I did go get some.
Okay.
Dude,
where did you find it?
It's not the hand sanitizer that you want, but it's the hand sanitizer I could find.
Yeah.
It's the Bath and Body Works kind.
Yeah.
So
okay. Glitter, perfume,
So it's like 60% glitter.
So you just have to use a little bit more.
Yeah.
So get a little bit more glitter in there.
I tried to get ones that weren't glitter, but it's mostly perfume too.
Yeah.
But I do like their soaps because their soaps, like, they don't dry my hands out as like bad as everything else does. And because whenever everybody was hoarding things, I couldn't find soap anywhere else. So I was like, I'm just going to go to the tried and true Bath and Body Works.
Yeah.
For real. And
not an ad.
And they were having pretty good sales right when all this started. It just so happened to be their sales season that they do every year.
You know what I was just thinking of this whole like Corona thing? I could have worked till November and then gotten maternity leave until February, and then this whole thing would have started, and I would have only worked a few weeks because we also have like a February break, and so I would have worked a few months at the beginning while I was still pregnant, which is fine, and then a few weeks when she was like a little bit older, and then I would have gotten a full year's salary. So if I had known that Corona was coming around, I'd be like, I'm gonna keep my job but also move to Dalton, and it would have worked out perfectly.
It really would have.
Whatever.
Except for the exposure, because Decatur is like
your
exposure would be shoop.
So who's gone grocery shopping?
I went on Wednesday.
Did you let me just ask you this. Are you cleaning your vegetables and cleaning your like products when you get home?
No.
Well, it's in the air, right? It's airborne, so it like falls down.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
Great.
It's all in my fridge now.
And Yender just went to Sam's, and he came back, and I was like, I ask people things sometimes to affirm that I should do the thing that I already know I want to do. Like, I want them to affirm that I'm not wasting my time. So I was like, do you think I should wash everything? And he was like, duh.
Oh my God.
Like, why are you asking that question?
Okay, I have a question, but what if you like cook it? What if you saute it? Wouldn't you kill the bacteria that's on it?
Yeah, but don't.
Yeah.
But don't also, and then like, don't you wash your vegetables before you cook them?
Yeah, so I'm not talking about like the actual vegetable, like if it's in a package.
Oh, no, I still don't do that. No.
Like, I wash my vegetables before I cook them. I also wash them before I put them in the refrigerator now.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess I'll start doing that.
Yeah.
It's too late now, but
like, I didn't wash the onions, or like, why would I do that? I'm just going to take that layer off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it touches the rest of your counter, though.
Yeah, but
unless you put
I don't know. See, we're gonna get into some everything touches everything at the end.
Everything touches, yes.
Like,
and then also at the end of the day, seriously, like, we're all gonna get it.
Yeah.
We're just trying to flatten the curve so that when we do get sick, there's a hospital bed for us. That's basically what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he say?
He said, who's talking that shit right now? He said, I'm not going to get it.
Oh, no, we're all going to get it. Like, the majority of us are going to get it.
I mean, he's more exposed than,
Exactly.
Yeah, he's
more exposed than you and I. And
yeah.
And honestly, he's more exposed than me because we're...
Fortunately, they're under construction. So, and it's like a extended stay hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have a bug around you or something?
Yeah, I think she's freaking out.
Oh, mute yourself.
Out. Can you mute your?
Fuck you both.
Mute yourself while you freak out.
Please.
Okay, I think I'm done.
All right.
That stinger was fucking crazy. It was like this long.
Well, go inside. What's wrong with you?
Right.
Mitchell's watching TV.
Okay.
So the people that are there are the people that are extended stay. They stay like months at a time.
Yeah.
And so they've paid for the service.
Yeah.
For their services. So they have to go like, but he's like one of the essential employees. Like they laid off a whole bunch of people and they sent them home. And
okay.
Told them to apply for unemployment.
Yeah.
So he's worked every day except for yesterday.
Wow.
Is better than he was getting because he was not working. Like the week before that, he only worked 3 days.
Well, okay. So he's happy.
I think he's happy that he's getting money, but he's not happy that he has to go to work because he sent his coworker sent a video or took a video of him like sanitizing everything before he even sat down at the desk. Like he had a Lysol wipe and like took the phone and like wiped down the phone and all the buttons and like whole desk, and then wiped his seat and then sat down.
Yeah.
And he was like, sanitize. And then he told me he also made popcorn and he like cleaned off all the table area, like in their guest room, break room or whatever. Cleaned the table, cleaned the microwave, popped the popcorn, cleaned his hands, dried his hands, got some popcorn. And he said he accidentally touched the table and he was like, I have to wash my hands again.
Oh my God. Okay.
Or I get more popcorn.
That's too much.
So he's like extra cautious. I think it's a mental thing at that point. Like it's dirty.
Yeah.
He's around here like disinfecting the floor. Like he'll spray disinfectant and wipe it down.
Just take your vitamins, man. Take your emergency. Take your airborne.
We're running out of the vitamins because they're like all sold out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have a little bit of airborne left.
Yeah. I don't think I have any. I need to.
But definitely take your vitamins, man.
And we drink like citrus tea. It's not really citrus tea, but like I do drink citrus tea. I like the green tea, and then I'll put like lime, lemon, and orange in it every night. Mm-hmm. Or in the morning we'll do that.
I put lime in my beer.
He's also pretty crazy with like making weird ass concoctions of like herbal remedies. Like the other day, so I woke up to get Tulia's bottle, and on the stove I see remnants of his water concoction, like his boiled juices that he drank. So he put
disgusting.
half a lemon, half a lime, and then he put a quarter of an onion in it.
Onion?
It's garlic, not onion. It's garlic.
And like ramita de cinnamon.
Oh,
like,
a cinnamon stick.
Cinnamon stick, yeah. I don't know
It
why.
sounds like brujeria. That's what it sounds like.
Yes, I was like, I came back, I went to his, but I was like, did you put onion in it?
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, you put onion in tea. I was like,
some voodoo shit up in here.
That's right.
That sounds disgusting. Oh yeah, and he also, like, when he comes home, he sanitizes himself at the door, and he'll go and sanitizes his wallet, his cell phone, everything. And then he takes off his shoes, sanitizes those, and then runs to the kitchen, puts his clothes in the dryer, dries them for as long as he's in the shower to kill the bacteria.
I wish Emery took this as seriously. Emery's like, have you met a person with coronavirus yet? I was like, I don't think so. He's like, it's all made up. Well, I mean, it was like a couple of weeks ago, I guess, when he said this, but the government. Like,
oh my God. This is not a conspiracy made up by our government, Emery.
I know.
It's not. Those doctor actors are really expensive.
Yeah.
And yeah. So at our house, we're like, it's like I come home, it's just me and him. So if I've been exposed, he has already been exposed.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I feel like it's the same way for me and Yendo.
Yeah. So like, I feel like, I mean, I'm cleaning or like half cleaning. I'm just like, it's just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be.
Yeah.
And
and
I feel like we're both healthy enough to be able to handle it if we do get hit hard. But I mean, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Emery went to the grocery store on Sunday, and Isla and I walked around the parking lot of Kroger for about an hour while he shopped.
That's cute.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yender said he's doing taking all these precautions for his baby.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Being extra.
That's sweet, though.
That is sweet, but to be honest with you, I think he takes it a little too seriously.
Well, at least somebody is.
Yeah, adding onion to everything. That's not healthy, man. That's some bad breath, y'all.
Either way, I mean, if he's not killing Corona, he's killing somebody. With that badass breath.
Yeah. You got a school update, Anita? What have you heard? I know you're close to the April 24th, but what do you think? What's going to happen?
I am pretty positive we're going to cancel.
Yeah.
Or the whole, not cancel, but like we're not going back to the actual schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Yeah.
But we are doing remote stuff because so we are scheduled to go back the 24th right now. But after spring break, I'm sure they're gonna say no, we're not coming back until the next year. And Alabama has already closed all of their schools, and I feel like Alabama kind of follows or is pretty closely related to the things in Georgia. Either Georgia does it first and then Alabama, or Alabama. I feel like Alabama is always the last.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that they decided to just go ahead and close the year out this way. They've already said not coming back until next year.
Yeah.
I am so surprised. I mean, there's no point in coming back in the end of April. You got 2 weeks after that?
3, that's it. What am I going to do for 3 weeks? They're already checked out because they've been at home.
Yeah, the kids are just going to be terrible.
Plus, you're still probably going to be spreading Corona, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
Okay, if we do go back, I'm not going back. I'll just take 3 weeks leave. But so they're already implementing virtual assessments. So ways to assess the students, because we have to give them a test because that's what our curriculum is set up for.
Yeah.
You have
this would be perfect for oral proficiency time if you could do
and we are doing that. We are doing
that.
Because whenever we assign things, we make them read something, write something, listen to something, and speak something.
Yeah, so all the skills.
All the modes.
But for us, we're actually, like, I told my boss, I, like, stayed after one of our Zoom calls, and I just told her, look, I'm getting nervous.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be out in the world, I'd only be comfortable with 3 days max.
Mm-hmm.
And so now today I started online training virtual support to help the parents get the lesson out to the kids. That's
good. That's what needs to be happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that I'm more than happy to do it. Like, so I just told her, I was like, sign me up for virtual learning. I will be more than happy to help with that.
Yeah. I hope that after all of this, like, companies just like everywhere start implementing more like work from home kind of things.
Yes.
Because honestly, they could be saving so much money. Employees would be so much happier. I don't know. It needs to become like a revolution, and we need it. Rona.
We need it now
to get us to. I mean, I know that person to person like relationships are important, but honestly, like, we have technology. Let's just use it. Let's stop fighting it.
And real talk, we've already made the friends that are probably going to stick around for a while. So a lot of people are good on that department.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've seen a lot of social hours with coworkers, like on Instagram, like on their stories, where they're like doing happy hour with their coworkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean,
forget buildings.
If you're going to have a Zoom
office
meeting,
buildings. We need to create more parks. Like, tear down all the office buildings, have everybody work from home, create more parks.
Or, like, refurbish those. I mean, I'm sure some buildings will be turned into hospitals.
Yeah.
Temporary hospitals with the rate that we're going, they're going to have to. Or they should, at least.
Yeah. Let's do it.
And, like, maybe make them homes for the homeless, make them shelters, make them refugee places, which is probably completely impractical in this economy and in this country, but it's worth a shot.
It would solve everyone's.
I know.
You just came up with the solution to everything.
My mom was mentioning before all this happened that she heard talk about remote school being like a new phase of the education system, and like a lot of teachers were upset about it because then that would take away, you know, the rapport they have with their students, and like that would take away a lot of their the one-on-one feedback that the students get. But I feel like this is I've always felt like online learning is a good tool to have and a good like skill to know, because that's our life. Like Andy said, like online is like the virtual world is a lot of what we do nowadays, you know, like so I feel like it's a good trial, basically.
Yes, it is. And I mean, it can happen. And I know there, like, especially me, I worked in a Waldorf school, which was like no technology whatsoever, and also like Montessori and all that, like pretty for technology, but we live in this society. Like there's nothing we can do. Like the kids are going to be using technology no matter what we do. And the thing is, it's like,
I think it should be an option.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like online schools that like
kids end
up going to, but if the person to person like time is really important, then there's a way to do that plus like plus doing the online school. Like it can be like once a week or twice a week or something like that, but like there's a lot of stuff that the kids can do independently and actually make them be more of an independent person.
Yes, right? And be critical thinkers along the way also.
Yeah.
You know, I give you these resources, figure it out.
Like, and they can choose their own
curriculum. Figure it out.
For sure.
A lot of times in the classroom, like you give them a resource to use and they're like, okay, but what do I do?
You're right there. Why can't you help me?
Yeah.
That's one of my nephews said.
Read it.
Or get distracted by like the 30 other kids that are sitting right next to them, and it's like, no, go home and work on this.
No, I mean, honestly, like, I mean, I can see how it can hinder some students, though, because, like, some students really do need that one-on-one. Like, they need the teacher to literally, to not necessarily hold their hand, but to be present. So that they know that they have a backup when they can't figure it out on their own.
But the thing is that online schools would give the ability for teachers to focus more on those students rather than having to focus on every single person.
That's very true.
Focus on
everybody when nobody needs equal attention. Some people.
That's true. Very true.
Less.
That's true.
Yeah. Like
that's true.
A lot of the times, like, the teacher spends, I feel like, I know for me, I spend the first 3 weeks of every year focusing on classroom management, so that way my students are aware that this doesn't fly in my class and we're going to get learning done in here.
Yeah.
And so like that's 3 weeks that I could have been building that rapport with my students, whereas in an online setting, I never have to worry about that classroom management.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And Anita, you and I taught Spanish online at GSU, and I mean, I felt like that was good. It was so much better than the actual like classroom setting, and you know,
it is. I can see how it can be more comfortable because you're in your own space, your own environment. You're comfortable in your favorite sweatpants, whatnot. But you're still paying attention because you still have that face-to-face time.
But they only had it like once a week, like Andy said. Like, you only need that once a week time.
Yeah, and the rest they can do on their own, which is not perfect for language, but for other things, it would be just fine. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I could totally see it working for like advanced languages once a week.
Yeah,
but you know, like
and the rest they can do on their own
wouldn't hurt. I mean, do you really, like, how many times did we have Spanish in college?
I think some classes were twice a week, some were
some were 3, some were 2. Yeah,
exactly. So I mean, if you keep that same momentum with online, then you know, they're prepared for that college experience as well. But
and
not used to seeing their teacher every day, but still having to learn the material in time.
But at the end of the day, like, if you want to learn a language, you're going to do everything that you have to do and more.
You're
going to be really involved, and you're not going to do just what the teacher gives you. You're going to try to search for more. Like,
and
students that really care, they always ask for more work.
Yeah. And that happens with any subject, happens with history, happens with math, happens with chemistry. Like, if you're really passionate about that subject, then you'll be able to go into deeper things on your own. And online school would actually give them the time and the freedom to do so. And like I said before, like they can probably do it where they could build their own curriculum and focus on the areas that they really want to.
They could even have like independent study classes like they do in college, you know?
Yeah.
Like astrology or like mythology or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I was going to say, like, this is where, like, a student can really get to know themselves. And learn what their strengths and weaknesses are.
Exactly. And how they learn, too.
I don't know how I learn. I think I'm a visual, but I also think that I'm hands-on.
Yeah.
But it's
but
like,
you don't know.
But I don't know. I'm just here.
I don't know anything.
Literally, I don't know.
I feel like it's like, okay, it's the parent. The biggest issue is the parents that haven't chosen to homeschool their kids are going to make a big deal out of it. You know?
Yeah, because not every parent can stay at home with their kids like they can right now. So that is an issue. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see how this virtual support does in the community that I work with, how it'll go.
Yeah.
But it would be so cool because we could reach out to so many children virtually and support them day to day through school and through homework and homeschooling and all that. So
I was thinking it would be so cool to go back to, like, you know, decades ago or hundreds of years ago when, like, people would have tutors, you know, I mean, rich families would
Yes.
just hire tutors for their kids. Like there was like no school. The
Yeah.
tutors would come to them, and you
Yeah.
know, it was that one-on-one.
Yeah.
It wasn't online, but you know, it was one-on-one, and I think it would be cool to go back to that era and like
Yeah,
just
I think
have
so.
personal tutors.
Exactly.
You know, and make it affordable for everybody,
Of
right?
course.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
not just the rich people.
Yeah.
That
I
would
mean, yeah, and I think that's kind of what my company is trying to do, so that we can like figure this shit out.
Yeah.
So, because it's hard because not all, and like we can help the parents support the kid when they're, when we call it dysregulating, when they're like, they can't control their body.
Yeah.
So during that time, it's really awesome to be like, hey, like I saw it today in our class. Wow, in our virtual class today, where one of my coworkers was like, hey, choose a different room, choose a different outlet, go jump on the couch, go jump on the trampoline, try a swing, do this, do that.
Yeah.
So
and you guys text too, right?
Yeah, well, no, not with the parents, no.
But you could, like, in this emergency time that we are in, couldn't you? Like,
not really, because it's one of those where it needs to be heard right away. Yeah. And like, you can't always be on your phone to look at your text messages. Yeah. So it's a little bit more difficult, but right now through like this, like Zoom is what we're using. So yeah, it looks like it can become really helpful.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm glad like that, you know, because we always say maybe like online learning, people are always like, well, you know, like there's students that can't do that, you know, that but there are ways to make it, I guess, work for everybody, no matter what kind of help you may need. It won't always be perfect, but at least you guys are taking the time to figure it out, you know, to work with a population that a lot of people would say like, oh no, that can't happen, that won't work, but you know, it could.
It's giving everybody a shot.
Yeah,
I think it's giving everybody an equal opportunity, and like these kids, like a lot of their teaching is like teaching them to advocate for themselves. So, you know, they can easily be like, hey, this isn't working, hey, I need to change, hey, I need a break, I need something else, I need 5 minutes, like, you know. So and like that's something that we like really advocate too, like self-advocation as far as these kids go. No, I mean, some of these kids know their bodies better than I know my own.
Yeah,
like
that's good.
It's incredible. It's so cool to watch.
Well, since we are wrapping up, how is everyone's mental health this week?
Well, I mean, I like I've said, my life has kind of not really changed too much. If anything, it's gotten better just because Emery's more like at home more now. So he was home yesterday, which was perfect. I can get through today, and then Saturday and Sunday he'll be home. So I feel good. I love it. And he can't go anywhere, so he's stuck in the house with us. So
yay!
It's amazing.
Why can't he go anywhere? Just because?
Well, I mean, he shouldn't, you know, just quarantine life. He can if he wants to, but, you know.
Yeah, just shouldn't. So the workload for the school has, like, amped up just because, like, we're having to do assessments, and I have kids, like, we're not going to be able to go back to school until the 24th, and I have students that, like, we're supposed to retake assessments and redo stuff, and they're, like, asking me how to do it, and I'm like, okay, well, let me figure this out, and I had a lot of meetings today, and we've just been having a lot of meetings trying to figure this out, like, just trying to figure it out one day at a time.
That's all you can do.
That's been really stressful. It really hit me today, though. Like, it really hit me today.
Well, my mental health, it's okay. I'm trying to take it day by day. With the new bill being passed, that kind of takes a load off my shoulders.
Yeah.
And Mitchell's shoulders, because we were talking about me not working anymore because of how bad the rates are. And then certain situations with some of the parents at work, it's like they're not taking it as seriously as they say they are.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's been stressful. But then, I got home yesterday and then today found out the news. But I talked to my boss, and there's more virtual opportunity for me and for some of my coworkers. So that's an option for sure.
Yeah.
And so I feel better. I don't feel as anxious, and it's a lot easier to take it day by day.
That's good.
So I'm trying. I'm right there with you, Anita. Trying to take it day by day.
Yeah.
The worst is yet to come, but I feel I can handle it now. Like we got each other.
Yeah.
Even if it's just through the computer.
Right.
And that's a big comfort too.
Yeah.
True.
The past, like I woke up in a great mood because I talked to you guys last night.
Yay!
And I got some stuff done for us.
Yeah.
So go on there. Tell me what you think.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, and email us if you have any ideas at Las Sassy Gorditas.
Yeah. Go on Instagram, Gorditas_Sassy and Unqualified, and look at that bio. And there's a link for YouTube. There's a link for email. There's, all that jazz.
All that jazz.
All
right. You guys ready?
Yeah. One.
Oh, sorry. Dos.
Tres.
Puta vida. I don't know how good that was.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.